Over the past couple of weeks, the stock market has been going through a big storm because of the most recent war in Iran. But as you might know, the biggest opportunities in terms of investing occurred during these types of big volatile markets. And it is why in this video, I'll be sharing with you 3 of the best stocks to keep on your radar for the month of April of 2026. First up is the technology company Microsoft with the ticker MSFT. Over the past couple of months, Microsoft has been on a certain decreasing slope, losing about 20% of its total value since the beginning of the year. Except for the war in Iran, one of the other main reasons for this decrease has occurred because of the recent AI bubble that has seemed to fall off. Indeed, Microsoft, as for other big tech companies that invest massively in AI, has started to correct in 2026 because of this AI bubble. More precisely, because Microsoft at the moment is massively investing into their AI infrastructure, notably with a massive investment of about $19 billion in Canada between 2023 and 2027. The problem that is seen by many investors concerning these types of investments is that they are setting and that they are spending more money into it right now compared to what is their current profit on these projects. For example, their Microsoft AI Copilot hasn't been able to return great profits in the short term. Add to this, even if their revenue have been increasing by a gigantic 39% year over year, the cloud computing platform of Microsoft, which is Microsoft Azure, has been underperforming what Wall Street was expecting of them, which has been disappointing many investors. Add to this, with growing competition into the AI field with important actors such as OpenAI and Anthropic, investors are worried that this could disrupt the traditional software pricing and that this could lower the demand for it. However, even if this could mean some potential lower revenue in terms of their different products such as their Microsoft Suite Office 365, I still have big hopes for a company like Microsoft that is at the moment also working on developing their own AI, while they also have a gigantic stake of about 27% in OpenAI, the parent company of ChatGPT. So all of this is helping Microsoft to position itself as a leader into the AI race that we are seeing right now. Plus, from an investor point of view, Microsoft is currently trading at an historically low P ratio, which would indicate a certain buying opportunity on that regard. And with its great profit margin and excellent operational cash flow, this is making it one of the best technology companies that is the most undervalued on the market right now. But now talking about another attractive undervalued tech companies that is currently trading at some extremely low valuation, it is the Meta company with the ticker META. Even if Mark Zuckerberg's company has been on a certain decline since the beginning of the year, we've seen that over the past couple of weeks, it has been able to rebound following the recent news that we've had about Iran. But as you'll discover later on, this company, in my personal opinion, has still a lot of room for growth over the next couple of years and decades. First, to find what is the main business segment that has helped them to generate over $200 billion of revenue in 2025, we can find that this segment, with no surprise, is their advertisement subsidiary. In fact, unlike big tech companies, what is quite surprising and quite attractive about Meta is that they currently have a monopoly in the social media sphere by having the 3 largest social media. So obviously, this helped them to be able to set a certain standard when it comes to what is the pricing that they want to charge to the different advertisers that want to advertise on their different platforms. Plus, by looking at what is the average daily time spent by people on social media that has been quite importantly growing over the past couple of decades, we can see that with an average of about 2.5 hours per day, Meta is obviously grabbing a big portion of the attention span of multiple people worldwide. However, as for Microsoft, Meta has been widely criticized in 2026 because of its big investments that they are planning to do in terms of their AI infrastructure, where they're set to invest about $100 billion in 2026 to be able to construct great data centers, chips, and AI models. But personally, I see these types of problems more as some short-term problems, just like what they faced back a few years ago when they were facing multiple lawsuits. But in the long term, I believe that these big investments that they are doing right now are going to pay big time over the next couple of decades. And just like for Microsoft, Meta currently has a super low and attractive PE ratio in the low 20s. This makes that the price that you are currently paying for such a company is quite low compared to its current earnings. But now for the third and last company to have on your watch list for the month of April of 2026, it is one of the best Canadian energy companies, which is Suncor with the ticker SU. With the recent war that has erupted in Iran, which is one of the largest oil reserves in the entire world, this has made the price of the barrel explode despite having some potential talks about a ceasefire that could be coming. While this doesn't sound like a good news from a consumer side where you will obviously pay more to put gas in your car, from an investor point of view, this could be a massive opportunity for a company like Suncor to make even more profit. Suncor at the moment is one of the largest energy companies in Canada, but unlike a company like Enbridge, this company is focusing into the production and the refinery of oil, where Enbridge on its part is mainly focusing into the transportation of it. This means that with the recent closure of the Strait of Hormuz that were transporting about 20 to 25% of the world's total seaborne oil trade, which is around 20 million barrels per day, this has put way more pressure on the demand for different refineries and production centers all across the country and all across the world, so companies basically like Suncor. It is the main reasons why we've seen that this stock has literally been exploding more than 40% since the beginning of the year and more than 90% since 1 year. And if the conflict was to get prolonged as it is predicted to happen, this would also mean that potentially a company like Suncor could even increase their incredible earnings even more in the next couple of quarters. In their latest earnings report, by being able to increase their total production and reduce their total operating costs, we've seen that their total operating earnings have been jumping by an incredible 80% year over year up to $1.47 billion. But one thing that makes Suncor quite valuable is that they don't only rely into their different refinery and production sites, but they also have over 1,800 Petro-Canada retail and wholesale locations all across the country. This means that Suncor currently has exposure to different parts of the oil and gas operating chains. So it means that the stock's value of Suncor won't only fluctuate depending on the fluctuation of the price of the barrel. Nevertheless, on your side, you might be wondering, hey, but Louis, if the stock has gained over 40% year to date and more than 90% since 1 year, doesn't it make it more overvalued than undervalued? Well, even if it has gained a lot of value lately, this company also currently trades at a super low P ratio of only 18, which is also lower compared to some of their competitors such as Enbridge. But the only difference with Enbridge is the fact that even if it has gained more value lately, it currently has a slightly lower dividends of about 2.70% that is distributed on a quarterly basis. But this remains an interesting pick to have on your watch list, knowing all the worldwide conditions that we currently have. So there you have it. Those were the 3 best stocks to currently have on your watch list for the month of April of 2026. But now on your side, if you're looking to find what are the different companies and ETFs that I personally have in my own investing portfolio, well, to find the answer to this question, check out the video that's going to be right over here, and I will see you soon. Peace.